Hello, Willow Creek fans. This is Tony,
And Karen.
and we are coming from an estate we're calling Over the Top in Orebank. And you're getting ready to see why here in just a few minutes, right, Karen?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'd like for everyone to make sure you watch the video all the way through, or if you can't get all the way through it, at least go to the very end because we're going to talk about some important information about this particular estate. Okay, so with that said, Karen, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So you'll come in here. We have a nice little console or sofa table here. And then over here, this is a piece that's been made by a family member. I'm not exactly sure. I think the husband that lived here made a lot of woodworking pieces. So you'll see pieces like this. If you like handmade pieces with different types of woods, there's all kinds of little boxes, little pictures like this, things like that. Bowls.
A lot of
Yes.
bowls.
And then in here we have VHS and DVDs. So, and we have a lot of these in the house, so I'll show you those in a few minutes. So let's go this way, Karen, and we'll talk about the piano. So we have an upright Steinway piano here. It's probably from the early 1900s, 1910 to 1920s, somewhere like that. And we have it priced appropriately. However, as Karen always starts to laugh. However, more than likely you would need a piano mover for this. And remember, our sale is only 3 days. So if you're interested in this Steinway, start planning now to see what you can do to get it out of here. We do not move pianos. It's one of those pieces of furniture we don't. As I said before, a lot of woodworking work here. The gentleman also made his own instruments. So you'll see we have a dulcimer, we have a banjo, and a few pieces here that he actually handmade with different types of woods. And as Karen said earlier, all these bowls have been handmade by the gentleman that lived here as well. And then these are kind of cool. These are marble candlestick holders, very, very nice. I'm sure they've been handmade somewhere. I don't know if they're necessarily in the home. And then I'm gonna let Karen go straight up and show you all of the Christmas villages that we have across the very top. So we'll move this way. Once again, like I said, these are really cool boxes, lots of those in the house. So I probably won't be highlighting those anymore, but you'll see them as you look at the video that we're doing. We do have a large book collection here. We also have a large religious book collection. So if you're looking for those type of books, DVDs, we have some really nice religious items in the house. We do have a nice TV stand here, along with a Samsung TV and a sound bar. And then I'll let Karen show you these two pieces of these two sofas. This one is not leather, but it is in excellent shape. So if you're looking for a nice piece of furniture that's a sofa that's never been sat on or gently used, we have this one.
And the color on that is, for folks,
I think it's like a burgundy.
yeah,
Dark burgundy.
It's hard. Sometimes it shows up dark brown, but there is also a matching recliner downstairs that you'll see when we go down there.
There is. And then this one is like cloth.
It's like a
velvet.
Yeah, like a velvety.
A velvet. So it might show some stuff every now and then, but it appears to be in excellent shape. We do have some nice prints throughout the estate. We do, I think, have a couple of watercolors, some oils. For example, this one up here is really nice, and that is an actual oil, so just so you will know that. Nice little club chair here, or sitting chair.
I love that club chair with the pineapples.
And then if you'll see, there's more of these little marble handmade. Maybe the gentleman made those as well because they were very crafty individuals.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm going to go this way. Should you just pan for a moment, or should
I don't know. Should I? Should I pan?
I don't know.
Let me see, people. Like,
Just kind of show the kitchen, and we'll walk through that first.
over the top.
Yes. So we have lots and lots of beautiful things. So let's start with our Cutco knives. So I'm going to squeeze by you, Karen. And if you'll see here that we have so many Cutco type of utensils. So we have those. Extremely expensive if you're familiar with Cutco. They have a lifetime warranty with them. And then you'll see right here we have Cutco. This is, what would you call this?
Those are they're more serving pieces.
Yeah, serving pieces for like cutting a turkey, things like that. And then we have, we have all these knives. It looks like most of them have never been used.
Cake knives, vegetable knives,
Yes.
Pastry knives, bread knives. I mean,
Steak knives. We have a set of steak knives here. One is missing. There's another one that has been added to the set that is actually not the same color handle, but it is a steak knife. So we do have a set here of steak knives. And if you ever go online and try to buy these from Cutco, you will imagine how expensive they are because they do have a lifetime warranty. So Karen, if you'll go back, we'll talk about all the different utensils that we have here. So we have tons of utensils on the thing. I think she's showing you the cabinet though. Are you down there? Okay.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of utensils to use in the kitchen. Nice serving tray here with the glass. And
it weighs about 50 pounds.
It does. And then for our Polish pottery collectors, we do have a few pieces of Polish pottery here. If you're familiar with it, it's very expensive pottery or cooking items to cook with. And then I'll let Karen pan and I'll just kind of briefly talk about serving dishes, cake stands. You know, you've got all kinds of different things here. There's another cake stand, nice little cooking bowls that are ceramic. And then up here, we do have a Polish serving bowl there, and then just usual ceramic. We do have some Fiesta ware in here, and I'll show you that in a minute. A little bit of a chicken and rooster collection here, and then some nice cooking pans. And I was trying to think.
Some of them are farberware.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what the other one is.
Yeah, they're pretty good cooking pans. And then for our Fiesta collection collectors, we do have that. And Karen can go up and show you some vintage Pyrex there as well. And of course, we always have mugs. We do have some more nice, usually Portugal or Italian porcelain ceramics there. And then just a few more utensils.
Baking,
A lot of
baking.
Pyrex items. We do have parchment paper, Reynolds aluminum, a few things like that. So we'll go that direction towards the little food. We have we do have some food items here, and then a lot of spices, some rolling pins. And there's a large collection of Tupperware here, and I will show you. This is just a little bit of the Tupperware that we have here. So we want to go this way. So we can. Do you remember the pattern for this china?
I do not.
You do not. I think it's Imperial. Oh no, Premier. It's Premier.
It's very springy.
Yeah, it's very springy. You can see the flowers in it.
I feel like we've had this set before.
I can't remember us having this, but anyway, we have a large set here. I think it's more than 12. Yeah, it's a 16 place setting. Then of course we do have a china hutch, probably from the 1970s, along with the table that goes with it. Here's a collection of, we do have a few more pieces here of the Polish pottery or Poland. And then you'll see we have a nice little tea set here. Here's a watercolor by Ken Manson. We have that there. And then in this house, I'll let Karen show you this beautiful piece. Someone made stained glass, and they were very artistic in doing that. So they actually handmade, and this is stained glass, this piece.
And this is just a decorative light box.
It is. It's quite beautiful, and they put a light in it.
Probably almost 5 foot tall.
Very nice. And then we have our usual glass items. You know, some crystal, in here, just a few of those pieces. We have another set of white, very plain china set, and then another more colorful set. And I think this one, yeah, it's done in 22 karat gold. I thought it was. A lot of it's been washed off over the years, you know, from cleaning. We have a clock, a grandfather clock here. So it seems like it's in good shape. I have not tried it, so we'll have to do that. It's not one of the more expensive ones, but it is a nice clock.
It's got a good look because most of them are like the brown cherry, and this is more of the red cherry. So if you like that particular color of cherry.
I think this is a beautiful swan that we have here that you could put all kinds of things in it. Fruits, you know. Florals, anything that you would like here. And then we just have a variety of few items here on the table, some tea or coffee cups, things like that. These are from Cracker Barrel, several, I guess she was collecting this seaside or beachy look. So got a few little dishes like that. And then I don't know, but make sure you guys look underneath the tables because we have some other items there too as well. Now this one is Bavarian china. It's not a huge place setting, but it's very nice. I like the pattern on it. Done in the gold, and then it's just clear. It's white china in there, and we got a nice bowl there in the middle. So we'll go this way. Let's just go back over to the top. How's that? Let's just okay.
Okay, let's just talk a minute about how long it took to set this room up.
Yes, this room took us a couple of days to actually do because, you know, a lot of times you all don't realize when we come into an estate, you know, the books are here and the DVDs are there. It's everywhere. So once again, I was talking about a large collection of...
You go that way. Let me go this way.
Okay. Once again, I was talking about a large collection of religious books. There's some regular reading in here as well, but there is a lot of religious books. There are some cookbooks on the bottom here. And then, as I said before, like the little wooden boxes, you'll see them scattered throughout this entire estate. There are so many cool little things, sayings on these little, I guess you'd call them little stands that, you know, you can set around and look at or give them as gifts. Once again, here we have another little stained glass box that's been made.
It's a good gift house.
Yeah. And then these are all brand new items in the box that have been bought or given to the family. I'm not sure. And then for anybody that needs a notebook or a composition book, or if you like the fancy types to write in, we have these. So we have a whole collection of different ones in the estate, along with cards. We have lots and lots of different cards that you could, any notes you need to write about thank you or whatever it might be. Large collection of pencils, colored pencils. Some of these have never been used. A lot of stationery in the estate as well. Okay, so let's go to this one. I guess we'll call this our kind of electronic closet in a way. We'll start up here at the top. We have a lot of folders that you can store items in. We do have an Emerson stereo or turntable here. Quite a few items on the very top that are for office supplies. Most of this is kind of office supply items here. And then a whole collection of maps. If you like to look at those, I had a person tell me the other day, they just love taking an old map out and looking at that versus using their GPS. A lot of different electronics, a couple of them in the box on the bottom, more electronics on the side there as well, DVD players, radios. Then, do you like puzzles? If you like puzzles, We have a large collection of puzzles right here and right here. A lot of them have never been opened, so you don't have to worry about the puzzle pieces being missing because they're brand new. And we try to price these appropriately. For example, the original price on this one was $17. And you know, for those folks that come to our estate sales, we try to be very reasonable with pricing. Then we'll come over here, and we do have a nice desk here for sale. It seems to be very heavy. More electronics. Well, that's the only word I can say. It seems to be, okay, solid. How's that, Karen? Does that make you feel better? It seems to be very heavy in my mind. If you need a pair of scissors, I have those. I have a few here, more here. I'm going to have more downstairs, so we have lots of scissors. We also have some office supplies here. I have a large collection of Sharpies.
If you need some.
True. Very, very nice desk chair here. I don't think it's leather, but it is a very nice office chair. And then over here, like I said, we do have some oils in here. Here's another oil. If you look up here, we have those lamps that people go wild over, the stained glass, Tiffany-like lamps. And then more books, envelopes, and then, like I said, little pieces of notes like to write on.
100 of them.
Stationery. We just have sticky notes. And then she liked to do something very differently. She liked to take, or he, I'm not sure, I won't say that, make their puzzles into pictures, which is kind of a neat way to show art in the house. So you'll see quite a few of these in the estate as well.
And then let me just say one thing. This chair right here that I'm showing, if you're interested in it, we will probably have that in the garage just so that we have more room for people to walk around in here.
And we have room in the garage.
Well,
okay.
We have more room. Well, maybe it'll be sitting outside in the driveway if you want it. How about that?
Okay. So we have lots of DVDs, as I said before, here. And then we have some, this is like a religious collection for studies of religion. So anyway, we'll go this way. We do have bookcases, if y'all didn't notice, because they're full. We have lots of bookcases.
And
but if you buy them, please.
You can't pick them up till the end of the sale.
Please
for goodness
pick
sakes.
them up at the end of the sale, or we're going to be in trouble. Normally we don't show the bathroom, but we're going to, because I want to show you over the top in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So we have about every item you can think of. We do have some of the higher end makeups that would be like Estee Lauder, or lotions, creams, things like that.
We do.
What do you call that? Look.
Beauty products.
Yeah. No, look. It starts with
Luxury.
No. It's that name of that. It's LAC. Oh my gosh.
LAC.
Okay, I'll be getting 1,000 comments now because you could come up with the answer. Okay, let's move on. It's that. They buy it at Belk's. Look.
Lancome.
There you go.
It's LAN.
It's LAN. Sorry, misspelled it.
LAC threw me off.
Okay. Nice little print here done in a very nice ornate frame.
Now, can we just talk about this? Because green is not my favorite color.
Well, it's cool.
However, this is very cool. I really do like this.
It's kind of...
It's shimmery. It's shimmery.
That's a good word to put it. But it's been painted, so the original furniture would probably been done in oak or maple, maybe oak. Could have been done in mahogany or cherry, but as you can see, it is a cedar-lined chest. And you all can always repaint these to whatever color you want to paint these items. Okay, so over here we have some of the collector plates, like what is that company?
Bradford.
You know, Bradford Exchange, or I'm trying to see. These are by Knowles. Okay, and then you have some religious items here as well. We do have a small candle section, so a few little birds. This is a Tempur-Pedic lift bed, and it appears to be in outstanding condition. And if you're familiar with Tempur-Pedic and you're familiar with their lift beds, then you know how much those items cost. So if you're interested or need one, this would be a queen size. We have a nice one here. And then we have a lot of cool clothes in this house. Quite a few purses, so I'll go this way and Karen can kind of show you some of the clothes over there. This is kind of cool.
Oh, that's so pretty.
With the sequins. One of the things I think is so cool in this house that she crocheted all of her coat hangers, as you all can see. So.
And so sizes are like 1X to 3X. There's some extra large here, so it's a variety of sizes.
Okay. As I said before, we've got handmade tables throughout the estate, and boxes and things like that. And then show you this furniture. The style probably is in the 70s, this type of furniture. So we do have collections, as I said before, throughout the estate. There are some dog collections that we have here. And the furniture appears to be in pretty good shape. It looks like a queen bed. You'll see some beautiful work that's been done in this estate. This crocheted bed topper is absolutely beautiful, and we always try to price those very reasonable. Gone with the Wind like lamps, and then we do have a nice collection over here of prints and paintings and things like that. And you'll
see.
also, what?
I'd like to try to show this mirror.
Oh yes.
It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Can you get it?
Well, let me see if I can. Yeah.
This mirror it's for a grand entryway for sure. Somewhere where you have high ceilings in the house. It's absolutely stunning. It's all been hand carved, and I think at one point in time that it was repainted with gold white paint. We do have a little damage on the left hand side of it that is actually very repairable. I can see that we have all the pieces, but it's a one-of-a-kind type mirror. I can imagine it being in a big old hotel or a grand entryway in
it's
a hospital.
probably over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, probably turn of the century. Could have been even earlier than that. Absolutely beautiful piece.
And I'm going to show this bathroom.
Okay, you want to show it?
Yeah, just for the linens alone. So a lot of brand new linens. And this is just the first selection of linens. We have more downstairs. So there's a lot.
I did want to show you all this.
I love that.
It's a trash can.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful?
I don't know why you would want to throw trash in there.
I don't either. But it's absolutely beautiful. It could probably be used as a vase as well.
Probably.
But it's a beautiful piece that's been made. You'd have the fanciest trash can, right?
You would, that's true.
Okay, so we're going down the steps. So, starting off, we have lots of stained glass that's been made in this estate. I'm sure there were more, and she probably gave them as gifts, or he gave them as gifts. So, are we still over the top?
Yes.
Okay, well then let's just show this room.
Ready?
Yes.
Is everybody ready?
Okay, so
Ho, ho, ho.
as Karen said earlier, we do have this chair that matches the sofa upstairs. So we have that. And then this is our Christmas room, as we would call it, and some fall decor. And I'll show you the fall decor on the way back. But we absolutely have some really cute Christmas items here. We do have a few little vintage pieces throughout the estate. Lots of ribbon tons of nice little boxes for giving. The teapots as well. Going on down, we have some little light up dogs there. More Christmas items here, snowmen, Santa Clauses, those things. Some religious pieces here with the manger scenes. These are plastic. So we have a Christmas tree section with a couple of reindeers. We do have one of the collector Christmas trees, the ceramic one, probably early. And then we have one that apparently is just plastic. I'm not sure, but
With no lights.
no lights. I guess you could paint it however you would like, and she or he might have been wanting to paint it as well. So we'll go down the hallway and I'll come in here. So we have a collection of picture frames, and then this is where all of our spring and Easter collection is. Nice little bird cage there, parakeet, a little finch. We have some cleaning supplies up here. We do have a washer and dryer, and they are for sale, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, because we go
They
through so
are.
many estates. So they're Whirlpool washer and dryer here.
They're
and
the
this right here.
duet with the pedestals.
Yes. And they look like they're in clean, good shape.
I hope they opened the bottom of those pedestals up.
We hope they did. We'll see.
But we'll check.
We have some more Easter items here as well.
Can you just talk about those chargers for just a second? Because they're
They-
written.
These,
Yeah.
yeah,
Aren't those cool?
aren't these beautiful?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we'll head this way. So I'll start off with the twin beds because we've had quite a few comments online about the twin beds. So a couple of things is these are just the frames. We found these, not sure if they can attach. I believe they can to these here. So they're not attached, they were unattached. So I'm thinking they can. I don't know if we have the hardware to attach them, and I don't think there's a problem with it. So someone asked me if it was an XL twin, which I don't know.
It is not.
And it's not. So we have this two twin beds here. These are really nice, but I believe these are attachable for sure. Okay. Then we have two pieces of mid-century modern furniture here, which is kind of cool. It is done in the darker wood, the cherries, versus some of the lighter maples that a lot of people like.
Is that a chest on chest, or what is that?
Just a chest of drawers, I guess you
Is
would
it
call
one piece or two?
Yeah, it's one. As I said before, someone was really into woodworking, did a nice job, made some cars here, some nice little boxes that are very unique. And then if you go this way, we have some more of those pieces, some handmade bowls, and a little bit of a golfing collection here. So I think that's it. You want to show them the linens. We have lots of linens in this house. We didn't show you some linens that are upstairs, but we do have I don't know, tons of linens, towels and blankets, and a few
Curtains,
things.
bedspreads.
We don't have a lot of handmade quilts though.
I know, which is surprising,
Very surprising.
considering where you're going in a few minutes.
And then we'll go in here for a second. We do have some overflow from our kitchen. So there's some kitchen items in here.
This is overflow number one.
Overflow number one,
Maybe
yes.
we should have called that overflow in Orebank.
Okay. So, just, we've got some vintage coffee pots. We do have some cast iron in here, in the skillets and things like that. And then we have just a few items. We don't have not a lot of items and tools, but you can see we have some of the pieces where woodworking was being done. So if you're into that and you like to utilize, I call it orphan wood. right? And that what somebody used to say about our
Gosh.
quilts.
Sharon would be so proud.
Yeah, Sharon would be proud. It's orphan wood that needs a box or something made for it. Like I said, a few tools, just a few little things like screwdrivers, anchors, those type of things. So we'll head out this way, and we'll go here first. So we have a beautiful fall collection items here, and I'm sure the person that lived here probably made these different pumpkins.
They are really cool.
Because they look like they've been handmade by whatever fabric they wanted to choose. And then I don't exactly know what you call these type of animals, but we have quite a bit of a collection of these throughout the estate. They're everywhere, even in reindeer. I don't know. They could have made those too, because
I think you can get those like a
I
Hobby
didn't
Lobby
see any
or
Hobby Lobby tickets on them.
something like that. I love this piece. I think it's a very cool piece.
This piece,
Mm-hmm.
console, storage. You could use it for anything. You could use it for a buffet.
Yeah, you need
Really
to.
cool.
You could sandblast it or paint it.
This direction.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So for those
I'm just
people
gonna
that
pan.
are crafty, or like, oh my gosh, there's so many items in here to do different things with. So we'll start here. This is all of our painting. We'll have a sheet up that says paint bottles are this much, and the folks that are working the checkout will know. And Karen, if you'll pan a little bit more this way, we have lots of different books about quilts, magazines. We will have a sheet up that talks about the pricing on our different magazines. Lots of yarn and string in here for sewing machines. We have lots of things to make beaded necklaces, lots of beads. We have the gold, silver, copper wire in the estate. And then lots and lots of yarn that is priced. As I said before, we have scissors here, lots of crafting items, as you would call them, sewing boxes with sewing items in them, more sewing items in here. We will have a list up of the different threads, how much we're going to charge for those, some buttons, and then patterns here. We have a lot of crocheting patterns, and then we have a large collection of different fabrics on there. Fabrics will be priced large, small, large, medium, and small. That's how we will do those. And then in the very center, we have 3 sewing machines. All of them are Singers. And then this one's kind of cool, a vintage sewing machine here. And my understanding is all 3 of these worked. So they were being utilized for this lady at the time.
And then I know somebody's going to ask if all of the shelving is for sale, and it will be for sale, but you cannot pick it up till the end of the sale because we just don't have the storage.
As we talked about before, there's a lot of stained glassing items in here. So if I hadn't saw this, then I would have thought that they might have bought those. But I'm pretty sure that the items that we've seen throughout the state has been made. We will price these at sets, as you can see here. And then a couple pieces that I found that were kind of cool was this piece. And then there's another one, a swan. So whoever did this type of work were, they did an excellent job. So, and then we have some prints here, kind of cool. More of a fall collection here. Oh, for scrapbooking folks, this is just a touch of what we have here. Brenda, you're always wanting scrapbooking, so we have a lot of scrapbooking materials in this estate. So you want to end over here with the fall,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll show them that.
And then we have a treadmill decor piece
We
here.
do. This is our treadmill decor.
So if you have a treadmill at home that you're not using, here's an idea that you could
Yes.
like
You could do this
camouflage
in
it.
every single one
You-
of the holidays.
You could,
Yes,
you
there
could.
you
It'd
go.
probably get more use that way.
Okay, so I think that's it. We'll go back upstairs. So we'll start in this room and then we'll go out to the garage. Here is a Frigidaire freezer. So we have that. And then as I said before, we had quite a bit of Tupperware in here. So Karen can show you. Most of these pieces are Tupperware. Some of the newer ones, some of the early pieces. We do have some other storage containers here. And so it's a little windy today. We do have one outbuilding here, and we also have like a little green type house. And it's as you're coming up on the driveway on the left-hand side. So I'll let Karen come out here. We have this nice blower, leaf blower that's gas powered. I'm not sure who's the maker.
It's Husqvarna.
Yeah. We have some Corningware there,
Or kitchen overflow.
more kitchen overflow, a little holiday here.
Yeah, she was quite the baker from what we understand. So there are lots of baking items.
Yes.
Lots of cake pans and molds and icing decorations. And
We have tins, lots of those. Here's a collection, some light bulbs, some doggy items, over here, little bed. And then we have this nice, I guess you could either use it outdoor or indoor piece. It is rollers. This will actually be setting outside. We have some chairs here, an old vintage clock. Here, 1960s, 70 set for flour there. So I guess that's kind of it.
well, let's go back in and talk about the rest.
Okay, this
Can
is
we?
actually where we'll be checking out.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, the door we started at, and this will be the door you come
Or
out.
do you want to walk? Do you want to walk out and talk about the next piece, or what do you want to do?
Down to the hill?
Well, I wasn't going to go all the way to the bottom, but you could go to the
Okay.
top. Just so we can kind of talk about this for a moment, if we don't get blown away.
Yeah, you don't get blown away. So we're actually up on top of a hill, quite a
Mountain.
large hill.
/ mountain.
And we're trying, Karen and I went back and forth on trying to figure out this whole thing to make it easier on our customers and to get you all here to see all these wonderful things that we have at this estate. So I'm gonna let Karen show you the hill.
So it's not a long hill, but it's a steep hill. And so there is going to be no parking up here.
Yeah.
So you will have to park at the bottom. Now this is a dead end street. However, there is a circle at the end, so you can drive down and turn around. So you don't have to try to back up in anybody's driveway or anything like that. So there's plenty of parking on this street. The street, for the most part, is flat. It's level.
So we tried to be solution based on how someone that would have a difficult time coming up this hill, we could get them up here. So we're going to have one person managing that. And if you want to ride up, then there can be a line that forms at the bottom and we can bring you up. And for those folks who want a ride back down with their items, we can do the same. Now, it's our first time doing this. So let me also specify to you all that it will probably take longer for you to get up here. So
A lot longer.
Yeah, so if you decided to come to the estate and be early, but you're waiting on the ride to come up here, those who can walk up the hill will have the first opportunity to get up there. We're not trying to be, what's the word I'm trying to say? Unfair.
Right.
We're not trying to be unfair. We just don't know how to manage both of these.
Because you all get here early.
A lot of y'all get here early.
And we don't. We
Yeah.
don't get here because there's nothing for our folks to do.
But if you feel uncomfortable walking up the hill, then we'll be more than happy to help you all get up there. It's just we only can have one vehicle going up and down, so it's going to take longer to shuttle people up and down. So.
And then the only other difference for this sale, because of the hill, is normally we'd help you all carry things to your vehicles, and we will not be able to do that this time because it's just our people would be dead.
Yeah. So we're going to try to be solution-based with this and help you all out. We ask that you be patient with us if you want to ride up and down the hill. So we will try our best to make this happen. The same thing with loading and unloading. So the person that's managing the vehicle,
My gosh.
it's kind of windy, right? The managing the vehicle will actually have to manage people coming up to pick up a china hutch or a desk or whatever it might be. So with that said, the sale will start this Thursday. Hours will be from 2 until 6. Friday hours are 10 to 2. And then Saturday our hours are 8 to 12, and that'll be half off. Parking should be pretty good here. There's not a lot of traffic on here. We ask that you only park on one side of the road. We will have signs up to help you with that whole piece of it. So, but please follow them. Yeah.
Right. And y'all done really good lately. Really good.
Very good. Don't park in front of people's mailboxes or anything like that. So with that said, Karen, anything else?
Yes. So a couple things. A lot of people ask for measurements on our thing, and a lot of times we are just simply not on site to do measurements. So if you're interested in a piece, we have tape measures at the sale. You're more than welcome to measure it. Second thing, I have had a lot of phone calls this week about like purchasing items early. We do not do pre-sales. So if you would like to purchase an item, you have to come to the sale, get in line like everybody else does. And then pricing. As you can see, there are 8 bazillion things in this house. So we just simply cannot remember all the pricing on every item. So we apologize for that. And most of the time, our Willow Creek fans take care of it for us when people ask pricing. So we do appreciate that.
I feel like I just need to put the camera back on you.
I know, right? I feel
Right?
like I just talked for 5 minutes. I should have flipped it around.
Should have flipped it around. Okay, with that said, we're going to say goodbye. I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the sale.
Bye, guys.